I was a very, very active mother. I worked at my son's school, and I loved my job. These politicians were telling me you needed to be vaccinated, that you were going to lose all sorts of rights and freedoms as a Canadian if you weren't vaccinated. I got vaccinated. Partially it was because of the fact that my dad was in long-term care. In order to go see him, I had to get the vaccine. I took my 2 Pfizers, and then when I went in to take my booster, I thought it was going to be Pfizer, but they had let us all know that Pfizer was not available to adults anymore. They were saving it for kids. It was my Moderna vaccine that definitely caused the damage. I originally started feeling off. My son, I believe, had a PA day. I had just tripped. He came running in, and he's like, "Oh, Mom, do you need juice?" And I'm like, No, honey, I'm fine. I just tripped." But then I was able to just get up. About 40 minutes later, I said to my doctor, "This is neurological since my vaccine, and I need an MRI." The conclusion we came to is, had good luck in Canada trying to figure this out. My partner and I went for a really, really long hike. We came home, everything was good. I was tired. So I had woken up by myself, and I realized I was paralyzed. None of my limbs were working. I couldn't move anything except for my head. The dog was with me, and I said, go get him. Eventually my boyfriend came up, and I had already heard the van start, or the truck start, and I was worried. He wasn't allowed to go with me in the ambulance, and so I was alone in the hospital. All of a sudden I started screaming in pain. A doctor had come in, and he moved around my legs, and he said that it seemed to be that a lot of women were coming in and that they had psychosomatic effects, meaning he believed that it was all in my head. Once I started screaming that my neck was hurting, they ordered high doses of morphine, and I started thinking, that's not what you give to a psych patient. So they knew I had real pain. This young doctor came in, and he said to me, "Look, I don't believe that this is all in your head at all." He says, "I believe there's something seriously wrong with you. I have a friend who is a radiologist. He can read your x-ray and your ultrasounds tonight if you're willing to do them." And I said, "Let's go." Basically, he comes in, and the only thing left to rule out is cancer. And he's saying, based on where the location is and how big it is, I don't think it's cancer at all. I've seen a bunch of cancer, and that's not where it would be. This is definitely caused by your Moderna vaccine. They said you're not gonna ever walk again. And I said, I want to at least be able to get my arm function back, because I can't imagine living when I can't even hug my son. I had the people in the hospital coming to me. One was a social worker, one was a doctor, and they came to talk about medical assistance in dying. There really wasn't treatment for people like me. I was trying to get help for my emotions about it. So I was able to send to a lawyer all the stuff that they walked in and sent me. And there was no way I was going to do it. I could never say goodbye to my son, but I had the proof I needed to be able to prove it. Sometimes I just have to, and that actually hurts. Sometimes I just can't get things because my triceps don't work. So Incomplete quadriplegic means that I have some or fully paralyzed limbs, and like I said, so I can't move anything from the chest down. My greatest fear, honestly, is that I've been living 100% completely off the donations that Canadians and other people around the world have given me. I need like physiotherapy, and that costs $300 a week. But it keeps me going, and it keeps me from getting bed sores, and it keeps me from like getting things that could kill me. So my biggest fear is that I'm gonna have no choice but to take medical assistance in dying. People like me were promised that if they took this vaccine and anything went wrong, they would be compensated for the rest of their life, as would their dependents. But I didn't know one day I was going to take my last step, or one day I was going to stand beside my son for the last time. I believe that we should all have the freedom to choose whether or not we want to put a substance into our body.